Hi everybody, this is Jen with Keto Vibes, and I am here to show you how you can biohack your body so you can become a better version of yourself. Now today I wanted to talk to you about the meaning of ketosis and how you can achieve the state of ketosis. Now I'm sure many people have heard the term keto, ketogenic, ketosis. It's been going on everywhere. I'm sure you have heard of it. And I don't know how many people would know, but I think there's still a ton of people out there who don't quite get what it means or what it's about, basically. So let me go over with you really quick about what is ketosis. So basically, ketosis is a state of your body when it's burning fat. Now, your body can burn fat or glucose. And most of us in this day and age, most people would be burning glucose because that's what we eat. So things like carbs, like rice, bread, anything with sugar, basically when you eat that, your body is burning that off, which is glucose, and then the body's using glucose to produce energy. And most of us are used to that. That is our lifestyle, basically. But when your body switches to in ketosis, that's when things happen that are more interesting. So basically your body switches from a glucose burner or a sugar burner to a fat burner, which will utilize your fat in your bloodstream to produce energy. And that's when things get much better. You'll feel better, you sleep better, you feel better, you look better, you just overall, you feel awesome. So why is it so hard to get into ketosis then if it has so many amazing benefits? Well, first of all, we are constantly bombarded with carbs, right? Like in the 70s when the food pyramid came out, they said, well, the ideal breakfast is to have a cereal, a bagel, or muffin. Carbs, basically. They want you to have carbs, saying it's good for you. And then later on, they promote even more carbs throughout the day. And then I'm sure if you go to the store, everything on the shelf is basically carbs. And so we are just used to that. That's what we grew up with, and that's what we think is the best for us. But what happens when you eat carbs? A lot of things happen. Unfortunately, a lot of negative things happen, like diseases. For example, your blood pressure is affected, you get diabetes. There's mood disorders that come from high sugars. Inflammation, leaky gut. There's so many things that happen to your body ever since we've introduced to glucose. So now to get back into ketosis. Now, what do we do to get back into ketosis? Well, I would say there are three main ways. Now, the first two are really hard, but the third one is probably going to be the easiest, and I'll share that with you. But I think the first way, so it's going to be basically, in order to achieve ketosis, you need to not eat, okay? So when you're fasting, for example, when you're fasting, your body utilizes all the glucose that it has, right? Once you eat, it uses that glucose up to produce energy. When that glucose is all gone, it's gonna go to your stored glucose for energy. And then once that is gone, your body is going to switch to a fat burning mode. So it's gonna produce ketones. Now it's gonna go for the fats that are stored in your body, like in your liver and your muscles. And basically it changes or converts that fat into beta hydroxybutyrate, which is ketones. And ketones are gonna be the primary fuel that your body runs on. Now, a lot of people have not experienced this ketosis because it's really hard to achieve, right? Most people cannot fast for that long, for days, even though that's what our ancestors did before. So once you achieve that the ketosis state, that's when you feel almost euphoric. Your head is clear, no mental fog. You're just feeling really, really awesome, where you can tackle everything. You're just focused, you're alert, you're sleeping so much better. I mean, I could go on and on with the benefits of ketosis. Anyway, so that's the first way to achieve ketosis, is through fasting. Number two, right, the second way is going to be your diet. So if you eat a true ketogenic meal, you will achieve ketosis. Now, ketogenic diet usually involves a very high amount of fats and very low carbs. So about like 20 to 50 grams of carbs a day is all you're allowed. And then the rest would be higher in fats and moderate protein. Now, some people are able to carry this on, right? A lot of people do actually follow the ketogenic diet because of the benefits. However, I still say that for most people, it is extremely hard. It is extremely hard to achieve ketosis through diet because we're just not used to eating high amounts of fat like that. So for me, example, I've tried eating ketogenic diet and I've done it for a couple weeks. I did feel amazing. However, it was very, very hard to continue on because I love rice. I love bread. I love all these carbs too. So I think for a short term it was okay, but it was very hard for me to keep going. And unfortunately, I think that's probably going to be the same for a lot of people. So that's why it's still hard. So you're fasting and then you're keto diet, right? Now the third way you can achieve ketosis, probably the easiest way, is actually that has to do with technology. Okay, so now in 2018, we have this technology where we can drink exogenous ketones. Okay, so for example, ketones like these, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So basically, this is technology, guys. This is pure technology where it's just beta-hydroxybutyrate and you shake in water and you drink it, instantly puts you into ketosis within an hour, okay? So without waiting days and days of fasting or eating high fats and low carb, now with technology, we're able to put ourselves into ketosis within an hour. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I can't believe I didn't know about this sooner. Like, I kind of wish I had this before when it first came out. So guys, the third way, again, is drinking exogenous ketones. And once you drink this within 60 minutes, you will literally feel different. And I'm sure it's going to be different for everyone. Everybody does take a few, it takes a few days to maybe feel an effect. Some people are immediate like I did. Some people take a few days. Some people take a little bit longer. Your body needs to adjust. But the point is, when you drink ketones, you just feel like a different person. So for example, really quick, for me, when I first had my keto OS, I was at work and I could not believe how focused I was. Now, I am a pharmacist, so I need to constantly stay alert. I need to focus on what I'm doing for 8 hours straight. And that can be challenging because there's no rest or anything like that. I have to constantly work nonstop and have to be focused with my job. So that is very important to me. Now, when I had this drink and I started working, I couldn't believe the amount of energy I had. I was running around. I was completely focused. I was just, wow. Time flew by that day, and I can remember clearly. I just felt amazing. That night, I felt so good that I couldn't believe that it was so different. I mean, before I would be so scared to go to work. I would dread it sometimes, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so tiring. How am I gonna do this, right? So I had to take care of myself in different ways. But now, I just have one of these right before work and I am set for work. I just can't believe how easy it was to experience that. So now I can't live without it. I mean, I have it every single day because it improves my mood. First of all, I am just much happier. I am more energetic. I feel like I'm more proactive. I am ready to just try anything. Just overall just a happy person, right? And I'm more ambitious now to kind of do more things, and I am not scared of a lot of things anymore. Sleeping, of course, is good. Oh, one more thing that really improved my life was my acne. Right now, I don't know if you can tell, but I used to suffer from adult acne forever, and nothing has worked. I have tried everything. Nothing has worked. And even after over 30s, like I still had acne. I didn't know what was going on. Ever since I started drinking ketones, I'm not kidding you, almost never had a breakout. It doesn't happen. I don't know how it works, but it was the best solution so far for my acne. So for even that reason, I mean, I can't stop drinking this. It's improving everything, right? The way I look, the way I feel. It's just been a game changer. So I hope that all of you guys can try this and see how amazing it feels. Just experience how being in a state of ketosis feels, because it truly is what our ancestors used to live with. I mean, back in the day, like caveman time, you know, that's what they had to do. They had to hunt for food, and then for a long period of time, they had to fast. And guess what happens when you're fasting? You are in ketosis. So your body burns your own fat to produce energy. So yeah, fat loss is definitely a side effect of drinking ketones. So can't get any better than that, right? All right, so I hope you guys learned about what ketosis is and how to achieve it. And if you have any questions, of course, please leave a comment below, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, thanks guys, bye.